A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. Josh Schaefer, joined by Anglers manager Tom Holliday, and it's time for today's manager show prior to Red Sox and A's here at Veterans Field. Coach, your team got the 5-0 shutout win yesterday, your second shutout victory of the season. What did you think about your pitching staff yesterday?
I don't know if we've been any better than that, and you know, when you do that on the road, it's tough because you got to go 9 innings, and quite frankly, all 3 of our guys were really good, and I hope we can continue that. You know, I'd like to settle in on a 5-man rotation because we're down to that. You know, we lost 2 of our starters, so when you lose 2 starters, somebody's going to step up. We're going to get a much better look now to 2 new arms in the next 3 or 4 days. So, hey, everything's starting to take shape. You know, it's about getting into the playoffs and then getting ready for the playoffs. What
do you think the biggest difference is between this year's team through 35 games and last year's team through 35 games?
I think this year's team plays 9 innings to win. It takes 9 innings to score enough runs to win. Last year's team put games away early and really made the middle of a lot of those games last year home run derby. And, you know, you just kind of sit around wondering how many we were going to score. And this year's ball club, you know, at times they kind of like put you to sleep and you wonder what's going on, and then we'll get a spark. And when we do, it tends to roll a little bit. And pitching can keep you in tight games, and our pitching's been good all summer.
Why is it, in your opinion, does your team have so much success against the YD Red Sox when so many other teams have struggled to beat these guys?
Honestly, I have no idea. And seems like last year we had that same thing going with Harwich, you know, and it's an oddity. It's just an oddity. I mean, I can tell you this, I think we're really anxious to play tonight, and all those games in a row, and then we got like a 2.5-day break, almost a 3-day break for some of the guys. And last night I thought we were pretty flat, but we won. We played great defense and pitched great. That wins championships. We can do that. I have 9 guys I can put on the field right now, and I think we can play really good defense. Manufacturing runs is going to be the issue from this point on. Now, if we ever get our whole lineup where we got Garza in the lineup where he can play, and we get O'Gwen in the lineup where he can play, Ramirez, Talar, you know, if we get those guys that are supposed to be the middle of the order guys, you know, we might win this thing later on, you know, provided we have enough arms.
So what does it say about your team that you can figure out how to win games, you can manufacture runs without hitting the long ball like your team did so much last year?
I'll tell you this, I got 3 guys that help me, and they every day are out here working. You know, we have kids that are getting better. We have some kids that might not have been ready to play in Cape Cod when they got here. They were maybe just a little bit short of being, you know, the kind of guy that needs to play here. So, you know, they've been coached up, and I think the fact that some of them are getting better, even though you beat your head against the wall sometimes when you get shut out, thinking, are we ever going to score another run? But, you know, that's just part of growing up and learning. And for the last 7 weeks, I mean, the guys that work here have worked their butts off, and I tip my hat to them.
Cooper's set to talk with Houston Morrill on Catch of the Day today, later in the Anglers Extra pregame show. Yesterday, his first RBI single of the Cape League summer, his first 2-hit day, and he's played a lot of really impressive second base for your squad. What do you think about his development over the course of this summer?
I'll tell you this, if I played him every day at second base, which I've got 3 really good second basemen, if I played him every day, he'd be the best second baseman in the league. He's that good with a glove. He's like any other freshman playing in Cape Cod. Every now and then, that bat feels real heavy. And when Huey's barrel drops, he drags. He's like anybody else. He's going to be late on all these fastballs. But he's a really good baseball player. He can play the game in the middle of the night drunk. And sometimes guys that, you know, that are born to be baseball players, he's that kind of guy. You know, he's one of those guys, if you put him in a weight room for the next 6 or 8 weeks and slow him down a little bit, because it's been a long year for him. We're talking about a freshman who played every day, and every day of high-level baseball in a very competitive league. And you know what? He can't wait to get here. Those are special guys. I mean, that's the kind of guy I hope I can find for next year. I'd like to have 30 of them. 30 kids that come here for the right reason and aren't looking to just get their name on the Cape Cod docket and then go home. You know, I'll do all I can not to bring those kind of guys. Guys that come up here to play the game, I'll take it on the head early, you know, lose and win with guys later in the summer that can play. But I think we got a lot of that going on right now. We had a little early session today, and 4 guys that haven't been playing regularly, and they just couldn't wait to work at it, and that just gave me a lot of energy.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck today against Scott Pickler and the YD Red Sox.
You bet.
Well, the A's looking to make it 2 in a row against Yarmouth-Dennis. Tom Holliday said the guys are eager to play this one. I think Cooper's ready for this one as well. Coop, you having fun?